All right, how you doing? Right, I was thinking about how to do this the best way possible, and I thought, why not get YouTube opened up, but open it up, not signed in, right? So we've got YouTube opened up and we're not signed in. You might say, well, what's the point in doing that, Mike? Well, I want to show you what happens when you don't sign in and you hit a subject that you are interested in. You're exposing the pure algorithm, right? Now, the YouTube algorithm is basically a massive computer program that draws information from literally millions, billions of Google accounts, pulls it all in, analyzes the feed, and works out what the most popular things are at the time, or searched things, and then populates it into the YouTube algorithm in this case. But it could be any other algorithm that's on Google. Other platforms use the same thing. Facebook has a variation, Instagram has a variation, Alexa and Amazon and places like that. eBay, they all have an algorithm program that does something similar. But YouTube's one we're going to have a look at. So when you don't sign into YouTube, you can do a search, but you can also scroll down and it gives you options. And here's some of the options, right? Lifestyle, golf happens to be there, opals, obviously well searched, television shows, history, entertainment, history is the History Channel, entertainment, podcasts, professional boxing, racing. Now, something else that's happening on YouTube right now that's going to affect, like, see, like me, who's not even got 1,000 subscribers, I would be termed as like, I don't know. Well, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm like down here somewhere, right? Then you've got like your bigger YouTubers, like just say for example, Stacked Golf, right? Which are probably about here. Golf Mates, they're probably about here. Crossfield, probably about here. Rick Shields, in the golf scheme, is up here, but he's nowhere near. We keep going on this line here. How this algorithm works, because I'll give you some channels. Heavy D Sparks, um, something like 100 million subscribers, or 32 million subscribers. It's a ridiculous amount of subscribers. It's basically, the difference is the YouTuber, the they call all those channels I previously just mentioned there, they like to say they're full-time YouTubers, right? But this leap between what they do and what this professional outfit of D Sparks and others do is like monumental. It's a monumental leap. It's like Stacked Golf and Rick Cheese and Pete Snooze, all those guys, right? It's like them going to Netflix, right, and filming in like super 4K, massive £1,000 edit shoots. That's the difference. But anyway, so if we go into the golf algorithm on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to play any of these videos because copyright will imply you just can't use it anymore. It's crazy. But what I'll do is I'll scan through it and I'll show you what's populating in the algorithm, and I'll try and explain why, like myself, is in the sphere of like a black hole or something. So let's get into this. Okay, right, so we've moved down to golf, and sorry, it's not great. I could have done something maybe a bit better. So you can see the number one in golf just now is it's all based on views, and also The amount of like feeds it tops, so the European tour happens to be there. Then for some reason Sean Clements pops in with the wisdom of golf, which is an odd one. But the views are high, and obviously somebody somewhere's watching it. And then we're going into the realms of stacked golf. Again, stacked golf puts a lot of videos out, and then the views can vary quite dramatically. But because there's a lot of videos out, as you can see here, there's one, there's another one, you start getting a kind of like feed roll. So you'd watch one video, then you'd go to the next video, you'd probably watch that. You might watch 3 videos in a row before you get bored. So that's how stacked golf are always quite high up. Then the backstory of Brooks Koepka and DeChambeau, well, that just is one of the most searched titles in golf right now. So that is going to be up there. And then you get into the realms of like, you can see 271,000 views, 293,000 views. But here's where you start going into the realms of these super channels. And I know I've spoke about Good and all that before, but look at the difference. 586,000 views, you know, like nearly, well, over 500,000 views in that video alone. Compare it with James Robinson Golf, 11,000 views. I mean, you know, the difference. He's obviously thinking that he's a major YouTube star. Dunno. You know, I mean, and here's another one. Chris Ryan Golf, you know, 321,000 views. It shows you how many people are taking up golf. That's why people are watching that. Teaching grips and stuff like that is big on YouTube now. Then you've got, like, from a year ago, 2.2 million views, TaylorMade Golf. Now, think how much money TaylorMade Golf have made from that video alone. And that's what I'm talking about. TaylorMade taking control. Right, so we continue on the journey through the YouTube algorithm. Then you've got Me and My Golf. I mean, they're actually a combination of TaylorMade Golf, Adidas, and they're on their own now because they separated themselves because it was getting too confusing. But man, I just don't know how, you know, we're not going to go into anymore. But you can see majors, that's the United States Golf Association, the actual USGA's own channel, 4.1 million views. Now, they've got adverts on that, and as a regulator, they'll be coining it in for a 44-minute highlight reel. Genius. And that's where big companies are catching on now. They can make serious money from the ad revenue on these things, you see. And this is where, like, the smaller channels are getting squeezed out. And, like, folk trying to get into YouTube, they might as well just go chuck it in the bin, because you're never going to get through. You're never going to get to this point because the algorithm never ever pushes you. And if you get on, it's like you're waiting at a station to get on a train, but you can't get on because it's constantly moving, right? But the other people, these people here, they're already on the train and it's moving and they can't get off the train because, well, it's algorithms driving and driving and driving the views. So this is my nearest that I can tell you. So Zen Golf, 18,000 views. But again, coaching's big because people are taking up golf. And if we keep going, you'll see this is a randomly populated algorithm from not signed in. So it doesn't know anything. It's just going through videos that people are watching. Another big one. This is where golf vloggers that vlog all the time and vlog courses, they need to be careful because there you go. Ping are doing something that TaylorMade and Titleist and everybody ain't doing. Ping have got radar and they get their tour players to play around the golf or a selection of holes and they film it, and it gets huge views and very popular because they talk about their equipment. Radar's very good. He's got good, banter. Usually gets good laugh for all the players. And it's not too jokey. There's good content in it. So that's why that's there. And then we're back into Good. Now look, James Robinson, 11,000 views, right? I know I harp on about this. The Good in one day got 269,000 views, right? 100,000 times 3 nearly. 300,000 views basically a day ago. Their videos are filmed in 4K, but they look like they're, cuts in, zooms in, all this mad stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Like, they make it look amateurish, but it's fully professionally done and edited. And it's big bucks, big equipment, all the rest of it. It's actually there to kind of fool you into thinking that it's complete amateurish, but it's not. It's complete professionalism, looking like amateurism, if you know what I mean. And that's how they gain so much pull, as well as young kids. Then we're back into these guys. Tubes and Golf Life. This is where YouTube does not make any sense. These guys do course vlogs and have done for ages. These two guys here, and they get guests, footballers and actors and people that they're interviewing on the way around playing the golf. And their views aren't great. Their subscriber count has gone over 100,000, but I think it's because I think if they half that down, 50 minutes, who's got 50 minutes to watch a full vlog? I think if they half that to maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes tops, they would virtually rule the internet. You see, Good, never go above 20 minutes. Boo! 50 minutes. Boo! I'm talking about this and I can't master it myself. But I can't get on the moving train because you need literally, to get on the moving train, you need 500 subscribers every 2 days to get yourself on the moving train that is this algorithm feed. Because it's not going to put up a video that's getting like 48 views. Then you can go on to things like COVID. I mean, that is the big thing there. And even that's getting quite low views compared to the Good. But you can see where this algorithm controls everything, because you're not signed in, you've searched for golf, and this is what's coming up. Now, unless you're quite clever and go into, I'll show you, this part here, you don't need to sign in, but you can go in and do a search, which is actually, like if I wanted to search for the Open 2021, I can do that. So I can get all the Open stuff coming up. And this is stuff that I've keyed in to get into the algorithm. And that's the main difference with YouTube. There's a random algorithm search, and then there's a controlled algorithm search. Either way, I could have a video up about the Open. It will not feature in this. No one with, who's not on the train, everyone who's waiting at the station for trying to jump on the train that's moving but can't do it because it won't stop. It's like the Matrix. You're stuck waiting to get into this algorithm. So that has been the video today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm keeping it to just 10 minutes, but everything's for charity here. Macmillan Help the Heroes and Shelter UK. Listen, if you can make head and tail of the algorithm of YouTube, you're doing good. No one can beat it. It cannot be beat. It's so powerful. And I know I'm sounding conspiracy theorist here, but without an exceptional piece of luck, or 500 subscribers every 3 days, you're never getting on this moving train. Thanks for watching. As always, happy golfing. Stay safe.